Previously on the Youth Edition.
Oh, fuck's sake, it's a 0-0 draw. Could be an all-important point, though. And there is the whistle. Is it automatic promotion for Oldham? The boys seem pretty happy. Warren will take the match ball. Strike out! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Edition. It's Oldham Athletic. It's Dylan Allen on a quest for Champions League glory. It's time to sit back, relax, and get in that comfy chair. Put it on the big screen TV. Crack your favourite beverage, because here we go with the Youth Edition. Hello and welcome back to the Youth Edition. This is season number 2. We've been promoted and we are now in League One. I can tell you right now, this is going to be a tough season, at least to start off, unless we can bring in some decent players in this transfer window, looking for some big regens to help bolster this squad. Otherwise, I've got a feeling that we are going to be absolutely punished. So you can see all the teams here. But what I want to do first and foremost is jump over to the team sheets and we can check the star rating of our current squad against all the other teams we are playing here in League One. Right, so if you do want to check out the star rating of your team, you come into your team sheets and you're going to import team sheet. And then you can basically go through and have a look at all the teams. So let's have a look here. Accrington Stanley are a 1.5 star team. So probably one of the lower rated teams in here. Barnsley are at 2.5 stars. Birmingham City are a 3-star team. So they're going to be some serious business. Bolton 2.5 stars. Bradford City is 2 stars. Bristol Rovers 1.5 stars. Coventry City 2 stars. Doncaster 1.5. Fleetwood Town 1.5. Lincoln City, who came up with us, 1.5 stars, so we'll have to deal with Akinde once again. Luton Town are a 2-star team. Mansfield Town 1.5 stars. MK Dons are a 2-star team. Oldham are only a 1-star team. But if you put into consideration in League 2, a lot of these teams were 1.5 stars. So you can kind of see why we started getting on top there in the second half of the season. So it's probably actually good that we've gone up to League One. Oxford United are a 2-star team at the moment. Peterborough 2-star. Plymouth are a 2-star. Portsmouth 2.5 star. Rochdale 1.5. Rotherham at 2.5. Scunthorpe 2. Shrewsbury 1.5. Southend 2. Wickham are 1.5. And that is the full league. So we are the worst team in the league at the moment. But if we can get a few decent 60, 65 rated players in, we should reach that 1.5 to 2-star rating. And we'll be right in the mix for League One. So let's jump into this season with a player upgrade. Right, today's player upgrade is from Ethan Alaraju. Thank you very much for your comment. 29 thumbs up on this one. It is for Moore, the Australian left winger. Quite low rated. We don't know what his potential is just yet. And I have read through all the comments from the season finale on whether we should loan players, sell players, and all that kind of stuff. I think Moore will stick around just to start with. If we bring in a few decent players, then he might need a loan spell. Well, let's get into this upgrade anyway. Leave the number, 26. Some black boots of any brand. We went with some Jomus because no one ever picks those. Tight fit, short sleeve kit, of course. Low socks and some navy gloves. Ethan Moore is ready to go, and we'll see if we see him this season. Obviously, he will definitely come into contention with squad depth, cup games, and the likes. But let's jump in and check on our season objectives. So the board expectations for this season, we've got medium youth development, signed 4 players, a goalkeeper, a defender, and a midfielder and a forward. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to take care of that one. Brand exposure within 3 seasons increased to ticket holders with at least 10% of the stadium's capacity. Well, that might be a little bit tough. No continental success. Domestically, avoid relegation. That is good for us. The round of 32 of the FA Cup within 2 seasons. They want a mid-table finish. Financially, finish the season with a profit margin of 8.8 million. That is going to be tough for us because we don't generate cash unless we sell off some players. But the only ones that are leaving will be real players, I think. So we'll see what we can do about that one. Hopefully we can generate some funds through something. But let's jump into it. All right, we start off with some training, and we need to bolster this first team a little bit more now. So I'm going to try and push a lot of these guys, if we can, to 65. Guerin, Bernard, Lee, Klein, and Hunt will get some training just to start us off here. So our transfer budget at the moment is 2.9 million. Sometimes the board will come in and give us an extra injection, so we'll wait and see what happens with that. We've got the pre-season tournaments, which I will be simulating, but hopefully we can find one that can generate us a little bit more cash, because most of the regens around will be playing for other clubs, and if we want any of them, we're going to have to pay some cash. I've got scouts out looking around. We'll wait till the details come back on a lot of those lads, and then we will have a look at them, and I'll probably give you guys the opportunity to choose who you want us to try and sign. Right, pre-season tournament invite time. We've got the 1 star there for 920. A million on the left-hand side, the European Continental 1.5 star, and the European International Cup 1.5 star for 1-1. Now, we're only a 1-star team at the moment. So I'm going to take this one for the lower prize money, but hopefully we can push further and actually get a decent chunk of it. It is the final scouting report here from Belgium. There's 2 players that I've kept on the list here. Tom Peters, 70 to 86, which isn't the highest of potential, but there is an opportunity that he could be a striker at 6 foot, so we'll bring him into the academy. And also Hugo Clays, 46 to 58, 76 to 94 potential. He's got a really low valuation, so his overall is going to be very low to start with, but if he does have a high potential, he could be a massive player for us in the future. Let's get both of these lads into our academy. We are in Germany, of course. These are the 2 lads that I want to bring into our academy. Bjorn Borman, 43 to 59, 66 to 90. I've got a feeling he's probably a cam or a left winger, but the opportunity that he is possibly a striker will bring him in. And also Torsten Schinkel, 47 to 65, 68 to 92 potential. I've got a feeling he is a left midfielder, but let's bring them both in to our academy. And we are, of course, in Scotland. Just the one lad. He's got a pretty low potential, but his overall looks like it could be okay. 15 years of age, 6'4". I'm not sure where he will be placing, to be fair. After 3 months of scouting, this scout really needs to be upgraded. So we'll see what we can do about that. But let's bring Alistair Hamilton into the academy. And Tom Hamer has left the club. All right, we have upgraded our 3rd scout to a 3-star, 4-star scout. It's cost us 1.2 million of our budget, so a fair chunk. But let's send the scouts out once again. Now, if you want to leave me a comment down below with a new country and something to scout for, please do in this one. The ones with the most thumbs up are the ones that we head off to. So let's jump into this one. Joshua Obi wants me to go to Nigeria for any, because no one ever scouts Africa, apparently. 43 thumbs up, so we're off to Nigeria. Next up, we have a racer, Jake, who wants us to go to Morocco for physically strong. Let's get some strong Moroccans into the team. Plus, he feels most people don't scout Morocco. 35 thumbs up. We're going to Morocco. And the final one is from Praj Singh, and he wants us to go to South Korea for some more gangbang style. 29 thumbs up. Let's have a better, scout reports back from South Korea this time, because we got pretty much nothing the last time we were there. Well, the board has come in. They're excited to have us on board for another season. And based on our performance from last season, they've increased our transfer budget by 1.4 million. So our budget, even though we just spent 1.2, is now back up to 2.9. And that means we can hopefully buy some regens once we get the scout reports back from those players. We get our first loan offer in here for Lewis. I'm just going to accept this one and see if it breaks. If he doesn't go out on loan, what we'll do is, I've seen a lot of comments to say that you need to accept the loan, then take him off the loan list, put him on the transfer list, and then he'll go out on loan. So we'll try it normally for this one. If it doesn't go through, we'll have another crack and try and glitch it out so that he does actually leave on loan. Right, here we go. Pre-season tournament time. We're taking on Del Kurd. And it is a 1-0 victory. Edwards jumps in and gets the goal in the 59th minute. All right, so it looks like the loan moves are still busted. So we'll see what we can do about getting Jay Lewis an actual loan this season. Well, we'll give these lads another training session, trying to work on Lee's stamina, of course, and trying to get the rest of the lads to 65, hand pushing to 60. All right, we're taking on the Irish side in St. Pat's, and we go down 2-0. That is not good. Well, it looks like they've paid the release clause for Jonathan Benteke. So, yep, that's fine. Right, we've got an offer in here for Tom Embleton from Cheltenham Town. They put 57 grand on the table. We are going to not accept that, but we will negotiate. No, we will delegate. Let's get this up to his evaluation at least of 77. And we'll start the offers in at 95. Right, Jonathan Benteke has been shipped out. He's got his release clause paid. Got a loan offer here for Elliot Cooper and a loan offer for Oliver Miller. I'm not definitely letting go of Elliot Cooper, so we'll reject that one. Miller is an interesting one. I think we need to keep him for now, but it might be handy. He doesn't have the potential, so it could be handy to try and get him a loan spell. Unfortunately, they couldn't reach an agreement for Tom Embleton's price tag. They said 95 grand is too much, so at least we know we need to drop his price a little bit more. Final game of the group stages, and we come through with a 1-0 victory. Bernard gets us the goal. Time for another training session here, and let's see if we can get the boys rallied up a little bit more. Definitely need to work on Klein's defensive work. And we pick up another 211 grand to making the semi-finals. Right, we've got an offer in here from Kawasaki Frontale for Alfie Lee. If a massive club comes in for Alfie Lee, we will definitely consider it because it's probably realistic. But for this, is it a Japanese team coming in for Alfie Lee? I don't think that is even worth looking at, so we're just going to reject the offer. Right, semi-finals here against Trelleborg. Don't like our chances, and there it is, a 1-0 loss. We at least pick up another 300 odd grand, so our kitty is looking okay. Right, the Bristol Rovers are in with an offer for Cartier. I'm definitely not willing to entertain that one at this stage, so we'll reject that offer. Right, this is an interesting one. It's an offer in here for James Boyd. His valuation is 170. Tranmere have come in with 195. I can't really see him playing too much more football for us, and I'm actually going to accept this offer and see if it goes through. Well, it's a loan offer for Ethan Moore to go to the Bray Wanderers. I'm actually going to accept this and see if this loan works out because they've come in for him. He's, 52 rated. Probably would suit the Irish League at the moment. Let's accept it and see if it pays off. And we've got another training session for you here. Guerin up to a 62. Right, we've got an offer in here from Foggier for Giles Coke. We just want to get rid of him. I don't care about evaluations. Let's just accept. Now, Moore's loan move has broken down. So we know that pretty much loans are broken. But Boyd has been sold. He's gone to Tranmere Rovers for 195 grand or 120 into our transfer budget. Thank you for your services there, Boydie. And good luck back there in the League 2. Maybe you can help Tranmere get up the leagues. Well, it's another transfer offer in here for Tom Embleton. They've only come in with 55 grand. Jaguars, I don't even know where they're from. Are they Argentinian or one of those South American countries? We are going to delegate once again, though. We want to try and get some of his evaluation. We're going to start this one down at 80 and not sell him for anything less than, let's drop 70 on the table. Right, they've agreed to 80 grand, so we'll accept that offer. And Giles Coke has been sold 70 grand into our budget. Well, we're smashing through the weeks here. It's another training session. There we go. Bernard is up to a 65, Klein to 64. Right, St Mirren are in with 160 grand offer for John Miranda. Now, the question is, do we hold on to him or do we try? Let's see. We're going to negotiate. No, we're going to delegate and we're going to try and stiff them for a decent amount of cash. If we can get 200 grand for him, I'll let him walk out the door. Right, our scouts are back here from Nigeria. We've got Eric Kudis, 58 to 78, but a fairly decent overall by the looks of things. Moses Awazi, 69 to 93, and Austin Adebola, 73 to 94. We will monitor them further because they have very low evaluations at this stage. We are here in Morocco, of course, and yeah, we've got 4 players to have a look at. Abu Hachini, Mustafa Bahari, Mustafa Kude, and Nada Misaoui. Misaoui? I don't know. They've got really low evaluation, so I'm going to let them fly for another month and see if those potentials increase. But for now, we're not making any signings. And we are, of course, here in South Korea. We've got Hungwoo Kim, 48 to 68. And then Jihu Jil, I mean, he doesn't particularly look Korean unless, I don't know, the Americans stay there during the war. 56 to 74, 78 to 94. Looks like a very solid goalkeeper, but I don't know, it feels wrong. It feels broken. And do we want to sign this guy? I mean, we've already signed Laurent Bernard. I don't want too many of these crazy kind of inbred youth academy players, but I'll leave him on the list. If he doesn't get picked up, maybe we'll make a decision. Do you want to see this lad signed into our academy? Speaking of our youth academy, let's have a look and see if there's any players worth bringing up. Lance Murphy, 81 to 87. Hugo Clay, 79 to 94. You can see there that evaluate he's only 50 overall and only 15 for now. Patrice Boundary still just chipping away, just eating out wages, and just happy to sit there in the academy. Tom Peters, 54 overall. He's a cam. I was hoping that he would be a striker. He's technically gifted, 6 foot. 54 might be able to help us out, but I'll hold for now. Bratiano, 75 to 89. Alistair Hamilton,
Okay, that's not going to help us. 68. Oh, geez. No, see you later. Gone. Bjorn Borman, 53 overall, 70 to 90. We'll give him another month in the academy. And Taunson Schinkel, 58 overall, 75 to 94. Technically gifted. I'm just going to hold him in the academy for a little bit longer. Just depending on how many regens and stuff we bring in. We don't want to fill the squad up all too much unless we're, if we can get him to 60 in the academy, then we know his potential as soon as we bring him in. So we'll just hold just for now. Well, Tom Embleton has been sold for 80 grand, 50 grand into our budget. All right, let's have a look at the current lads that I've managed to scout and have a look at. This is Domenico Tumianello. It is the Buffon regen and not looking very Italian. 6'3", obviously 75 rated with 71 reactions. He is going to cost us a small fortune, value of 10 million. He's only just joined the club. There's no way we're picking him up just yet, but we'll keep an eye on him. In the free agency list, though, we've got Alano Brendan Corbellini, a 6'7" goalkeeper from Brazil. 51 reactions, possibly worth a pickup. What we're going to do here is I'm going to go through the entire list. You guys get talking down in the comment section below on any of these free agents or regens that you'd like to see us try and sign. Next we have Dervin Helton Evangelista Santos. That is a huge name. 6'4", 5-star weak foot goalkeeper from Brazil. 52 reactions and looks all right. Would be fairly handy as a backup. That's a lovely peroxided mohawk he's got going on there. Now the issue is I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to say, yes, can you try and sign this player? But if in the next 2 weeks, of gameplay he gets picked up, then he's not going to be available. But please do get commenting and let us know who you'd like to see sign. We've also got Otter Magnus Fridriksson, the Icelandic goalkeeper here, 6'4", 52 reactions, and he's obviously a free agent. So you've got a couple of goalkeeping options there. Next we have Petar Mislov. He is a Croatian right back. I think it's the Cerner regen. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Right back we're kind of sorted for. What's he going to cost us if we go after him? Just over $1 million, maybe $1.5 million you'd feel. So he's an option. I mean, it's up to you guys who we're signing here. Keane Gibbons is a 5'10" centre back. I think he was on the free agency list. Looks like he's already been picked up. Good physical attributes, but obviously only 5'10". He's only just joined the club, but we can monitor him. Josh Williams is a Welshman, central defensive midfielder at 6'2" with a high defensive work rate, 3-star weak foot. Physically, he needs to get in the gym a little bit. His technicals aren't the best, but 55 rated could probably come in and fill a role for us. Up to you guys at home. Ignacio Vincent Robles, or however you say it in Spanish. The defensive work rate's high, 4-star weak foot. Some good physical attributes. I'm not sure whose regen he is, but he has hit his 60 overall, showing great potential. Then we've got Moses Chimachukwu. I mean, this guy has got an incredible name. 6'1", striker, 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Some good physicals, and you know what? I'm going to try and sign him very, very shortly. We need a backup, and Moses Chimachukwu has got an absolute cracking name. He's Nigerian. Let's try and get him into the team. We've also got Enrique Lopez Perez. I think this might be... Who's playing in the Japanese leg? Is it Torres? Regen. 6 foot, medium low work rates, good physicals, and he'll cost us, probably 800 grand. Then we've got Christian Poro Suseda. The 1-star weak foot I am not enjoying, but he's got a high attack rate and some very decent physical attributes. 6'1", he's only just joined the club, unfortunately, and that's it. But let's see if we can sign Moses Chimachukwu, because that is just going to roll off the tongue. Right, so Moses Chimachukwu, we have made the signing. Only 54 overall, but he's definitely got room for growth. He's got some decent sprint speed there already. And of course, he's got the 4-star weak foot, the high work rates, and 6'1". So definitely a project for us here. Maybe we've just signed him for his name. He could be an absolute hack, but let's try and get him to 60 and see if we can get some potential out of the lad. Definitely handy if Guerin goes down early. So the rest of the lads are up to you guys. Get commenting down below if there's any of these lads you feel that we should be signing, or is there another position that you think I need to go and look at regardless of who they are or where they've come from. Let me know in the comments, and we'll have a look at that for the next episode. Well, it's time for the first game in our League One season. We're taking on Wickham at home at Boundary Park, which hasn't been the best of stadiums for us. But this is the starting lineup we go with. Guerin up front. Martin is going to start on the left for his debut. Griffiths in the camera role. I've moved Bernard over to the right-hand side. Harris will play centre midfield here with Lee, of course. Griffiths at left back. Klein comes in to play centre back to partner up with Noah White. Barros, the captain, of course, and Cooper is our keeper. And Chipachukwu is on the bench, so we might get to see him in action as well. Han is on the bench too, the new Korean lad. So let's jump in and see what League One is all about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go back at Boundary Park, but this is League One. It's Season 2. And, well, the boys after promotion have probably bit on off more than they could chew, you'd feel. But Dylan Allen always up for the challenge. So here we go. Opening day, freshly promoted, and looking to take our first scalp. Can we get off to a banger here at Boundary Park? Barros gets the clearance. Bernard out wide. Here's Martin. He'll drive his way back across, and it's some good ticky-tack football here from Oldham. Here is Bernard, though. Cuts back in through the middle. Harris feeds it back outside to the Frenchman. Can he get across into the box here? Looks for Guerin. Picked off by Stewart, and I think that will be our first corner. Here we go. Bernard is the man to deliver. Not a lot of tall timber floating around. This one is high! And it's picked off by the keeper and Allsop and cleared away. There's Lee. Need to be a rock in the midfield today, but that's a poor pass. And here comes Wickham. They push forward. Barros will get up. Does well. Bernard flicks on. Flies out the back. It's all hands on deck here defensively. Barros pushes inside, cleared out wide. Oh, that was an absolute wrenching strike. It's gone wide, and Oldham just pretty much holding on here. Holds up the play, feeds it back inside. Lee to Harris. Guerin lays it off. Here's Martin. Is he sweet like chocolate? Works his way into the space. He'll cross it back over the back for Bernard, who can't get up, and that is out. There might be a corner. It is for Oldham. We try and get threatening in this game. Driven inside. Guerin tried some acrobatics. Here's Harris. Lays it off. He's got Klein on debut as well, the big German. Lays it back for Lee. Lee plays it off. Here's Harris. Finds Bernard. Does his man. Turns inside. Turns back. Lays it off. Lee. Griffiths had to pass it off. Here's Harris. Oh, he's given it away. Griffiths. Harris fires one off, and here's Bernard. Drives his way forward. Can he get the ball through? He can. Here's the strike, and it's a goal! It's a fucking goal for Oldham, and it's that man Griffiths. Cameron Griffiths just drives it low to the bottom right corner, and Oldham have their first goal here in League One. Oh, that was some scintillating football on the cusp of half-time. Bernard plays inside. Cameron Griffiths hits it first time, low and slow, like a good roast dinner. He's put it in. And everyone will be eating tonight. That just was like ice hockey. It was just sliding. Oh, well done, Cameron. 1-0 Oldham. And there is the whistle. A cracking time to score. And Oldham are up 1-0. Going from Noah White. Guerin. Bernard back to Guerin. Plays it forward. Noah White made the run. And here is Martin. Drives his way forward, the Belgian. Cuts inside. Leads it off. Oh! Oh, my days. How did we not score then? Noah White getting forward. And he's absolutely bottled it. We'll get a corner, I think. Lee drives in. Oh! Guerin got up. Lee. Guerin. Oh! Right, 1-0 up, 72 minutes gone, and we make the changes, and here we go. Moses Chimachukwu checks in with Dong Sung Han and Joel Edwards, so two more debutants here. Dylan Allen wants to see what these lads are made of. And let's get into this game and have a look at Chimachukwu. Griffiths, here is Han, out wide, gets the run. Edwards pushes forward, will get the cross. Chimachukwu! Ah, rolls off the tongue, brilliant! Plays it off, here's Han. Plays it inside. Cameron Griffiths finds Edwards. Oh, sidebar. Oh, you mongrel. To Lee. To Han. Fires it off. There is Bernard. Fires forward. Chimachukwu got up. Cameron Griffiths. Oh, levelled in the box. Nothing from the referee. Cleared away. But it is 3 points for Oldham on the opening day of the season. Welcome to League One. Well, 9 shots to 5. They were not prepared. They did not do their homework, did Wickham. Bernard with the assist and a 9.0. A cracking day on the right-hand side for him today. An 8.4 for Cameron Griffiths with the goal. Joel Edwards checks in for a 6.8. 6.7 for Moses Chimachukwu. 7 there for Guerin. 7.5 for Tom Martin on debut. 7.3 for Harris. 7.3 for Cooper. 4 saves and a clean sheet. 7.6 for Barros with 4 intercepts. 7.5 for Noah White, 3 intercepts. 7.6 for Moritz Klein on debut. A good effort from him. Owen Griffiths gets his 7. 6.5 for Dong Sung Han on debut. 7.9 there for Alfie Lee. Controlled the midfield nicely. It's time to get voting. Season 2 Majestico underway. Up in the eye. Vote for your favourite player. Right, so our training scenario now, Klein has hit 65, he's taken out. Bernard's hit his 65, he's taken out. Lee's still in there because I'm just trying to work on his stamina. Guerin, of course, is our number 1. We've brought in Chimachukwu, and we'll get Noah White moving towards 65. Transfer offer in here for Noah White from some team I have no idea. Reject. Well, they have agreed to 210 grand for Miranda. His value is 220, but I'm going to accept this. I don't think we're going to need him anymore, so yeah, let's see if we can cash in. Transfer offer here for Chris O'Grady, 110. Sure, why not? All right, Grimsby Town want more, so we're going to accept this offer, and then we're going to take him off the loan list and put him on the transfer list and see if that works for a loan spell. And Miranda has been sold for 210, 130 into our transfer budget. We've got a loan offer here for Sam Thomas. No, I don't think we're going to let too many go, so I'm going to reject that one. So St Mirren win the race for John Miranda. He has signed from Oldham. What does it say here? Deal worth 210 grand. It'll be completed. The 18-year-old at St Mirren is sure to shake up the squad and have a few players looking nervously over their shoulder. Every club needs competition. Okay, that's fine. But there are other breaking stories, so let's go and check in with Tom Lefebvre in the Media Watch.
Media Watch with Tom Lefebvre.
Today on the Media Watch, we've got a message in from Jacob Watton, and with a recent hat-trick from Guerin against Northampton, which secured Oldham Athletic a certain promotion into League One, has been secretly approached by an unidentified figure in a bar. As the team celebrates a successful season, the man is thought to be a manager from a League One French League side who has offered the young Frenchman to return home and grow his potential at the club in question, while also having the chance to see family after the long year. Will the young Frenchman stay loyal, or will the homesickness drive him to another club? Well, let's hope Guerin doesn't leave, because he is our only recognised striker, and I can guarantee you that Dylan Allen will be doing everything he can to keep Guerin at the club. We've also got a message in here from ERC, and questions have arisen about Olsen's backstory. According to recent report, Olsen claims that his granddad played for the Chicago Fire. However, the Chicago Fire were founded in 1997, bringing into question the legitimacy of Olsen's story. What is he hiding, and why? Well, maybe this story will unfold. We don't know why Olsen's been telling tales. We'll have to wait and see what pans out. But that's all we've got time for today in the Media Watch. We'll have more for you very, very soon.
It is time for today's player upgrade, and we'll only have the one game in today's episode, usually at the start of the season. We normally take care of all the managerial stuff, but we'll kick back into normal formalities for the next one, you'd feel. But yeah, the Belgian Martin left midfielder looked pretty promising there in that first encounter, so if you want to make any changes to his number or his kit, let me know, obviously, in the comment section down below, and the one with the most thumbs up on their comment gets the upgrade. Good luck. Right, Dong Sung Han has hit 60 overall. He is showing great potential. So that's not too bad. Came off the bench there and he showed a little bit of promise. So hopefully he can, get going for us. He can play right, left, and in the middle. So it helps us out across quite a few scenarios. And, well, we'll have to upgrade him in the future. Right, and that is where we will finish the opening episode. I am moved over to the missus' place, so the Tuesday and Thursday episodes, if I'm really struggling for time, we'll only have 2 games in them. I'll try and keep the weekend ones the longer, because I know that's when you have a bit more time to watch. But not a bad start there. We'll take a 1-0 victory at home. Luton have gone out and smashed it. They've got themselves a 3-goal advantage, and they sit top of the table with 3 points. We are in 9th. That's, it's early days here. We know that there are tough teams coming. But as long as we stay out of that relegation zone, I'll be happy. So make sure you're letting me know comments for new countries to scout. Obviously, who we should sign from the free agents. What positions do we need to go and look for? and of course the player upgrades. But that's where we'll leave today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Smack the like button if you did. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. This video is powered by Neurotech and their product Clarity. Now you can jump over to their website now, use the discount code DK10 for 10% off your next purchase, and I highly recommend this product. I use it every single day. It increases your energy, your focus, while reducing fatigue and stress. If you want to know how I get out all these videos and keep that work going, this is the product for you. So go and check it out. All the information that you need is on at that website. If you feel like making a purchase, chuck in at that discount code for 10% off. Now, if you are looking for more fresh content to check out, you can click one of these 2 videos. If you feel like subscribing, well, there's a button right there. Make sure you put on that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time.